This video will cover adding images, captions and links to this homepage slider, as they're known, because it slides images across the homepage. We've got one of these on the homepage. We also have one on the news blog. This isn't as complicated, not that the homepage one is complicated, but if you want an image to appear in this slider on the news page, you simply, when you create your post, if you make one of the tags for the post, the word slider, S-L-I-D-E-R, lowercase, then the featured image for that news post will appear up here in the slider. And to make it disappear, you simply remove the word slider from its tags for that post. But back to the home page. What we have, you can create groups of slides to appear on this home page. Currently, we only have one group, which consists of 4 or 5 slides. It might be down the line that you create a separate group for seasons or something, and put those in a different group and activate those when required. But at the moment, what the home group do, they tend to sort of link to some of the news stories. Now, what someone in an admin role could do is, when a major news story or something that is worthy of coming through to the home page, you could take a featured image and load it into the home slider group, and then what you can do is add a link from the home slider. So for example, this dinosaur image, when I click on it, I've made it link through to actually a fuller gallery of images within the gallery. So you can link it to whatever page you want throughout your site. So how do we add, edit and remove the home slider group that is displaying what we see here? If you open another tab in your browser and log in, so you'll be presented with your dashboard. Now this applies to currently just managers, not the teachers or the admin staff, but we can open it up to the admin staff if required. So if you're as a manager, you scroll down the left hand side here, you will see a menu option called Slides. You can see these are the individual slides and these are the slide groups. If we go into slide groups, you'll see we currently have one group. If you wanted to add a new one, you'd simply put it in the name in here and add a group. As it is, we've only got one group called Home. If we look under the individual slides, they are listed here, down here, and you'll see we have 4 currently. And these are the individual images and their titles. So if I look at the Welcome To, you'll see it is simply a title and a featured image, which is the slide image. And then, because the home page is pulling in the home group, as long as I assign it here in slide groups to the home group, it will then appear on the home page. This is the title appearing here, and then this subtext is known as the excerpt. And you'll see here's the title up here, and that's the excerpt if you want one. And to make the image link through to another page on the site, you simply find the page you want it to link to. So say it's a particular piece of Year 3 news. So if we wanted, say, this Harvest Festival brought through to the home page, go through to the full news post and copy the web address, the URL from the address bar in the browser up here. And then you would paste the URL in here. I won't do it at the moment because we want it to stay pointing where it is at the moment. But that's where you'd put the link so that when someone clicks on this image on the home slider, it will take you to that page. So we're going to upload a new slide into the home group just so you see how exactly it works. So if I wanted to add to the home group, I go to Slides, Add New down here or up here. And I give it a title. And if I give it a little excerpt, this is my excerpt. If I go back to that hub, just to show you, I will make the slide link through to this news item, the Harvest Festival item. So I can put that in the URL. Let's see Harvest Festival in there. If I set a featured image, now the size of the image is important in that if we don't want the home slider, the depth of it jumping up and down, try and keep to a landscape orientated shot, and ideally if you've got some image editing software available like Photoshop or GIMP or an online image editor, if you can crop your image so it is 894 pixels by 500 pixels deep, so that's 894 pixels wide by 500 pixels deep, that means you won't get any apparent movement up and down of the slider when they move from one to another, because they're all the same height. You'll notice on the news slider, because I don't want to restrict people to the orientation of the image they upload, you'll see the slider depth jumps between images. Okay, so I've got an image I've already prepared. I'll leave this in the media library so you can refer to it about the right dimension. I'm going to make that my featured image for my slide. Set featured image. So this slide, literally a title, an excerpt if you need, that's optional. A URL to link to, that's optional. But what you do need is a featured image and then add it to the home group. I just hit publish there. And then when we go back to the home page, because it's the latest one, it will be the first slide. So that should load up. Just like that. There's our title, there's our excerpt, and if we click it, it links through to the Harvest Festival news post.